Hey everybody, it's Cary with SkullRush. Today we're bringing you the footage and photographs we shot at this year's SEMA show. This is the world's largest trade show for automotive aftermarket suppliers and buyers, where everybody comes to show off their latest and greatest. This is our take on the show, which you might imagine is going to be focused on off-road trucks. The SEMA show never disappoints, and this year was certainly no exception. With the 50th anniversary of the Baja 1000 just around the corner, all the biggest desert racing teams were out in full force. This year's off-road section was larger than ever, in my opinion, pretty much dominated the show. I also think the off-road aftermarket segment is probably the fastest growing part of the automotive industry right now. My only regret was only having one day to explore. This year I saw a number of great looking luxury pre-runners, from Toyotas to Fords to Chevys to Dodges. Let's talk a little bit about Jeeps. A big bunch of these squarely fit in the luxury pre-runner category, but there were so many at this year's SEMA show, I had to lump them into their own category. After all, Jeep is America's quintessential off-road vehicle. For the last several years, the UTV market has been literally on fire, and this year the trend continues. There were so many cool samples at this year's show I had to make two separate categories. Not a huge showing of monster trucks this year, but we did get a glimpse of the original Bigfoot and brand new Bigfoot that's the world's first battery-powered monster truck. We also saw Gravedigger again this year, and wow again. I can't get enough of that truck. At the risk of showing my age here, I gotta say these are some of my favorites. I love the old original Baja racers and the backyard off-road toys from way back. It kind of makes me want to find an old truck or blazer and start a new project. But I better finish up a few current projects first. But did I mention that I love the old school off-road trucks? I know you do too. Every year this club seems to get larger and larger. Get them up in the air, get some shiny 24-inch rims on them, and powder coat every part that doesn't come in bolt-on chrome. Then let's see how many LED lights we can mount underneath. Even though these are cool to look at, personally, I want a truck that I can get out in the dirt and do something with. Not being a hater here, my 200 grand would go towards a trophy truck, but that's just me. But hey, at least they're trucks and not lowriders. Again, not my cup of tea. I'd rather spend my money on one that I could race. But they do look cool, and I would probably cruise one around the neighborhood or the campgrounds or in the main pit on a race weekend. We saw a few Pro 2 trucks this year, and it sure was nice to see footage of some Crandon action up on the monitors.
How does your team look to your audience? What kind of image are your sponsors seeing right now on your media sites? Are you ready to ratchet things up a notch? Get in touch with us today to film your next event and put together a killer video to highlight your team and your sponsors. It's more affordable than you think to get a top-notch video production or photo shoot. Contact SkullRush today.
Who doesn't love a nice SUV? Load up the whole crew and all the gear and head out to your favorite off-road destination. Robbie Woods was back this year with his $1 million diesel. It's pretty much the ultimate luxury pre-runner. Looks like it's all buttoned up and ready to rock. SEMA always brings out the most interesting stuff that you just don't see every day. This year we saw an off-road Hyundai, an off-road Camaro built on a moonshiner theme, some really cool camping gear, an old Plymouth truck built with an airplane motor, some really sweet toy haulers, and even a full-size race car driver made out of Lego blocks. Be sure and also check out our other videos from SEMA, including the Girls of SEMA and SEMA Ignited. Trophy trucks. Now we finally get to the good stuff. I'll just let the pictures speak for themselves. Well, that's about all we have for this year's SEMA Show Off-Road Report. This has been Cary with SkullRush. Thanks for tuning in and hope to see you next time.
Can I ask you a question?
This is Houston. Say again, please.
The Eagle has landed.